character I'm going to create is going to be looking for love in all the wrong places. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to do the reverse of making a fursona, so I'm going to make a people sona. Skin sona? That sounds gross. I'm going to be making a skin sona, I guess, of Leo, my cat, because he is the namesake of the channel. So we're going to make the main character is going to be a human version of him, I think. So yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it. Pardon my taskbar being at the bottom, but my capturing was not agreeing with me. So yeah. That'd be some new profile detect, analyzing. New profile 2377771. Economic bracket lower middle. Employment category bleak. Current emotional health rating low. Ideal candidate for premium level assistant? Proceed? Negative. Ah, shit. Premium level assistant re-requested. Proceed? Negative. Pretty please? Man. Overriding denial of assistance. Establishing premium services profile 23771. Justification. Hope. Hope should be rewarded. Spirit must be restored. Now compiling personal metadata. Okay, so we're making our human. So first name is going to be Leo, obviously. And I need a last name for this fella. I don't know what to name. I mean, I guess he's my cat, so I would use my last name, but that seems what I might do is I might use his gotcha name as his last name, maybe? I don't know. Leo. Yeah, we're just gonna go with the name that he had before because Leo is a rescue, or I should say rescue. We got him from a pet store, but they were yeah, these are from the Humane Society, so it was gonna be Leo Milo. Oh boy. So maybe okay. Let's see if I can get these as close to BratCat colors as possible. Jeez, this is. Yeah, sure. Eye color. Let's give him some nice yellow eyes. We could do pronoun he, and Leo is a he for sure. Yeah. Hairstyle. Short, medium, long. Which one of these do you think looks the most cat-like, folks? I'm really not sure. I'm kind of digging. I don't know. I'm torn between the short and the medium hair. So I don't know. I'm just gonna chill for a little bit. I don't know who do we have? How many people we got in the chat? I don't want to get too far into this and have people miss out on the creation process. We have a dig pair in the chat. Hello. Thanks for hanging out on a Wednesday. I'm trying to make my cat a person. Yeah, and my cat is a black cat. So So why don't we could make my cat a person of color, maybe. I'm kind of like going back and forth on the hair color because I kind of want to go like blue, but I don't think that pops as well as some of the other options, you know. Hmm. Yeah, I definitely think I like the magenta. Yeah, I only get 3 options for hair. Clothing color. Okay, let's do so many options. So many color options. Okay, so that's where we can get the purple in, maybe. So I think we got everything but the blue. I wonder if the hairstyles... do the hairstyles change? No? Okay. So, they're the same. Cool. That's awesome. Like, this game, I've played a little bit of this game before, I'm not gonna lie to you. But, yeah, this game is really, like, LGBT, gender spectrum, sexual spectrum, inclusive, just across the board. Like, how many games do you know that actually give you the option to be non-binary, like, right off the bat? I wonder if I don't know if I want to do the green or if I want to do the gold. I think he's a cat, right? So he should definitely have like golden eyes. I think that's more of a cat thing than the green. So let's see what this. Ooh, no, I think the purple was the better choice there. I think this looks more like a real person too. Let me just toy around. I do like but let's just. Nah, I think my initial. I think Leo's just I kind of love this depiction of Leo. This is I wish they gave you a little bit more like options in the clothing department, but I think that's pretty good, honestly. But yeah, I've played this game a little bit before. It was, I think honestly the reason I've not dove back into it more is purely because of the fact that my computer loves to poop itself when I try to run it, or when I have it set up in a certain way. Name Leo Milo, pronoun he, is this correct? Yes, that's correct. Premium level assistance for profile 237771, Leo Milo, has been activated. For the sake of his hopes and dreams. This, like, Matrix stuff. The following is a work of fiction. All references to trademarked classic arcade game titles are used under... Oh, I lost it. Okay, that's our fair use. Winners don't use drugs. Yeah. Fiction Factory Games. Arcade Spirits. Copyright 2019. Oh, this game's a lot newer than I thought it was. Level 1. Put your quarter up. I don't know if I'm supposed to do anything here. This is the future year 20XDX. A dark era in which mankind is pushed to the brink of catastrophe. Woe be to the human race, plagued by evil, terrifying, utterly sinister. I don't know. How's that work? Robots maybe? Evil robots? How's that work? Yeah, no, sorry. The future year 20XDX is pretty much what you'd expect it to be. Non-flying cars, smartphones, pro gamer celebs, internet trolls, personal assistant AI, cheese-flavored snack foods. But even with such wonders as 20XDX holds, to date I've had no part in any of them. I've worked as a dishwasher, a shoe salesperson, and a lifeguard for the local community pool. I don't care what era of human history you live in, kitties peeing in the pool is pretty much a constant thing. Trust me on this. As for the bustling metropolis of 24-hour neon utopia you see here, my little corner of it isn't nearly as shiny and cool. Let me show you. Behold, my quaint little apartment. Can't complain really, it's paradise in a relative sense. I only pay half the rent. Neighborhood stabbings have been down this year. Also, my roomie picks up any stray socks or shirts I leave lying around. In fact, as things go, I'm living large compared to most in my family tree. Or at least I was, before today.
You got fired from another job? Seriously? Seriously? That's 3
Oh,
jobs
she's so
in the
cute.
suburbs.
The horrified looking young woman there would be my roommate and childhood friend, Juniper. She's got like little kitty socks. It's like she knew that like this is my cat's persona. Juniper's the one who spearheaded this effort to co-rent an apartment. She's also the one who encourages me whenever I lose a job, like, you know, today.
I don't get why you aren't more upset about this. I'm upset. I'm upset on your behalf. Come on, share the load a little, okay?
Pool's closed, Juniper. Not much I can do about that. Why get upset? Because you actually enjoyed that job, more than you enjoyed dishwashing soap and smelly socks at the very least. I'm not the complaining sort. These things just happen. Things fall apart. The center does not hold. What the I don't... Leo's like such a like edgelord like bitch. That's a bit morbidly poetic, isn't it? No, I mean the community center literally fell apart and the pool won't hold water anymore. Whatever, I'll just get another job. Any job will do as long as we can make the rent, right? Wrong. I saw how mopey and tired you were coming home every night from those other crappy jobs. At least when you got back from the pool each day, I sometimes caught you smiling.
What's the point of us moving away from home if not to get away from all of that? I mean, we both left that town so we could try to find happiness, right? I just want us to be happy. Both of us.
Both of us. Forever. Let's make a suicide pact. I thought you hated your job.
Come on.
No deflecting, this is about you. My mind's made up. We're going to find you a job that's just as good, if not better, than the lifeguarding job. Let's start from the top. What's your dream? Well, I'm standing in front of class to give a speech and I forgot to put on my pants and... Your dream job. Oh. I don't know, Juniper. I've never really given it any serious thought.
I've got it.
Oh, hey, I think I've got just the thing to help you out. Juniper pulls out her phone, rapidly tapping an unlocked code onto the glass before pointing out a little pink icon. It's a virtual life coach app. Mine keeps me from being late to meetings. Totally free, too. My cousin introduced it to me. Wasn't he the guy who ended up in the ER after making a homemade flamethrower? It would have worked if he got the fuel mixture in his water gun right. Ugh. Anyway, I'm sending a copy to you now. I got a pop-up an hour ago offering me 500 points just for recommending it to a friend. Great timing, huh? Well, as long as you're earning points, I guess. At least give it a try, okay? Maybe it can point you at some good jobs, ones with less socks and or urine. I'll think about it. Okay, but don't think too long, alright? In the end, I installed the app. Couldn't bear to see Juniper fretting over me like that. Not that I find it annoying. I mean, it's more that she has enough trouble in her life without troubling herself over my life, too. Both of us had it rough up to and through the point where we left home to try and start up a new life. A better one. She deserves better than me and my problems. Bless her heart, she means... Well, bless her heart! She means well. She's been firmly in my corner for all my life. The two of us against any dark forces aligning against me. Man, what a edgy bitch. But that's not to say she's good at being my advocate. Enthusiastic, yes, but skilled? Nope. Typically, the fantastic opportunities and self-help resources she sends my way are pyramid schemes or something. She's gung-ho about lending me a helping hand, but yeah. So the main reason I went ahead and installed the app was to make sure Juniper wasn't about to get her kidney sold on the black market or something. Still, no sense messing around with it now. A good night's rest would act as a neat little emotional reset button, right? Hell yeah, dude. Right. No dreams, no nightmares. Just 8 hours of sweet, sweet black. By the time morning light leaked in through the cracks in the blinds, I didn't care anymore about being unemployed again. Juniper had already left to catch a bus to her office. She typically leaves before dawn, but she left a note for me pinned to the tiny fridge we share. Remember, download app, find dream job, make money, sort your life out. I believe in you. So, moment of truth. Do I trust in Juniper's weird little app, or do I just go find some jobs that pay well enough to cover the bills? Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Let's give the weird little app a shot. Figuring at the very least your miracle app could possibly help me find a job, I loaded it up, tapped the icon, and...
Hello!
Oh, it's a computer person. Huh. Okay, see, that's what I mean. Anyone else would freak out over a cute girl climbing out of their phone. Me, I went, huh. Also, it's one of those new kind of 3D screens, so, you know, not actually magical realism here. Very normal in the distant future year 20XDX.
Thank you for downloading Iris, your personal life coach.
Also, chat, if you guys can't hear any of the game sounds, let me know, and I will turn that up.
This is the ad-supported free version, sponsored by Pizza Yums.
Oh, Pizza Yums.
Did
I
you
could go
know
for
that
Pizza
when you have
Yums.
pizza on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime?
Now, how did they get away with that? Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have pizza anytime. Now I'm gonna get like sued by
Would you like to
subscribe to Pizza. Yeah, I'm gonna like treat this how I treat like my own phone, and I'm gonna be like, no, I do not want to subscribe.
Thank you for subscribing to
Yeah, I kind of figured it was gonna have me do that anyway.
I'm here to help you get your dream job, your dream house, and your dream partner. I'm here to make all your dreams come true.
Ah, thanks, Iris. Pretty tall order for an app to do, or are you some sort of wish-granting genie? Well, I suppose in the modern parlance, a massively interconnected database searching virtual assistant could be considered a kind of genie in a bottle. But honestly, all I can do is give you the chance to improve your life. What you do with it is up to you. I can cross-reference search data for you, but without motivation, you won't get anywhere. Man, that's the truth. I glanced up from my phone at the heaps of laundry and half-finished books and other items, strewn about my apartment. I'm gonna move my camera real quick. Maybe? Yeah. So that way... maybe. But I am going to... I'm gonna just do some wizardry. There we go. Yeah, that's more natural. I had my camera set funky. Other items strewn about my apartment. Motivation is something I have a ton of. Honest. That's super. I really look forward to working with you. Before we end, do you have any questions? Sure, why should I use this app at all? I mean, my phone already has a voice-activated assistant AI. I can just say, hey phone, search the web for job listing, and it works just as well. Ah, but I have an advanced emotional language interpreter. I'm smarter than the average program with more heart. I can help you sort your life out by analyzing your personality and finding you a perfect path in life. All thanks to my glorious wonders, patent pending, super duper identity identifier system. Between you and me, they really wanted an acronym that matched my name, but they couldn't figure out what to do with the letter R. Would you like to know more? It's been a while since I played this part, so I'm gonna go ahead. Let's go to the tutorial. Sure, give me the sales pitch. Every time you think about saying something, I can tag it with an identity. That way you can be the sort of person you want to be. Cool. This system allows me to better understand who you are and what you need from life. I do this by analyzing your tone, inflection, and word choice. I can spot 5 different identity and identifiers in your responses to people. Quirky, steady, kindly, gutsy, and basically. Sounds to me like your programmers also wanted a bunch of things ending in Y. That's correct, my branding game is on point. Quirky responses use jokes, snark, and sarcasm, make light of the situation, just the thing for picking up someone's spirits, but Bowie time jokes may not win over the room. Steady responses are sincere, honest, and logical. When you stop and think before speaking, you're on steady ground, but that might not take someone's feelings into account. Kindly responses are compassionate, empathetic, and gentle in nature. They're careful with the feelings of others, but they're sometimes a bit wishy-washy as a result. Gutsy responses go with your gut. When you're brash, bold, risk-taking, and instinctive, you're gutsy. But it also means being blunt, confrontational, and aggressive, so be careful. Lastly, you can always take a basically option. It's a balanced and neutral response, safely moving the conversation along while learning more and digging deeper. Over time, I'll put up a personality profile for you based on your identity identifiers detected in your speech. Maybe you'll be predominantly quirky, genuinely steady, a mix of both. Who knows? It's up to you. So what you're saying is I should always try to crack jokes or be super gutsy? Oh, and never speak basically. I mean, being basic's bad, right? It sounds bad. Nope. Nope. I love the way that she said that. Nope. 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 Heck no, they're all useful in the right context. There are no bad choices. Consider what you could say, go with that, what feels right in the moment. Don't limit yourself. What if I want to limit myself? Gosh. Sure, you could gamify your personality, but it's more fun to let it happen naturally, you know, just be you. Now, let's see my patent-pending identity identifier systems in action. How do you feel about dad jokes? Hi, joke. Oh, yeah. Am I gonna play this to be more like me responding, or am I going to... I think it's easiest just to play it like me. I feel like Leo's probably got a very similar personality to me. He's very much my cat. Hi, jokes, I'm dad. Hi, jokes, I'm dad. Okay. Hey, I never said I was good at dad jokes, just that I could go for them. So now you've seen the identity and then indicators in action. Do you want to see the indicators like that so you can make an informed decision? If not, I can hide the indicators. Keep it a surprise. That way it doesn't influence your decision making. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm going to hide the indicators. We're going to play this on hard mode. I don't want to... Mysterious. You always be able to spot basically responses, though. As we go along, we'll analyze and tell your identity identifiers. In fact, let me show you now. We look at that. Such a strong personality. You asked me a single question. Off to a great start, I'd say. And hang on, you're scoring me? Didn't you say not to gamify my personality? Hey, I said you shouldn't. I'm an app. I think in numbers, so I gotta gamify it a little. Anyway, Chivos, as the kids say. I don't think anybody says that, but... What's this empty space on the left? Oh, also track vocal responses for people you meet. Once you get to know some folks, I'll let you know how well you're getting along with them over there. Cool. Relationship scores. Wonderful. Will you also tell me what the correct responses are to avoid making enemies, or I need to find a walkthrough for the vast game you're making of my daily life? Man, this game is so, like, tongue-in-cheek with, like, the fact that it's a game. Leo, you're looking at this the wrong way. Generally, people won't get super annoyed at you unless you deliberately and repeatedly provoke them, and it'll be obvious when you're doing that. I promise you that if you bungle a few social encounters, it won't really hurt anything. No cheating needed. Just relax and have fun. can access your scorecard anytime you like with Q key, or click at the score in the upper right corner of your screen. And that's everything. Ta-da! Okay, how's any of that supposed to help me get a job? I went down to this app because my roomie claims you're a great life coach for the unemployed. What good will taking the quiz off the back of a supermarket checkout rack magazine do with that?
Why, it'll help me understand your spirit, of course.
Of course. You can talk to ghosts. Is there a ghost in the room right now? Am I a ghost? Am I a ghost? You have to tell me if I'm a ghost. That's the rule.
No, silly.
No, that's cops.
Your hopes and dreams. Your life's passions. I can even help you find romance.
Seriously, often you find your soulmate and your dream job in the same place, but if you'd rather focus on a gainful employment for now, that's fine too. Workplace dating, well, that's a recipe for disaster, and hitting on coworkers right from day one can be kind of awkward. Or am I looking for love and ready to start right out of the gate? Never get a second chance to make a first impression. If I meet the right person, why put it off? How do I want to handle this new opportunity? Yeah, we're just gonna dive right into it. We're just gonna. I think Leo is a flirty boy. So flirty with first impressions. I think I'm matured enough to juggle both at once. Why not? Super. And remember, the choice is yours. If you're not comfortable with other people, stay professional. Now let's get started. To finish analyzing your personal history, please authorize me to read your social media feeds and personal information metadata. Aha, I knew it. This is some kind of scam. I'm going to wake up in a bathtub of ice, missing a kidney. Sure, I can help you register as an organ donor.
Bad command or file name?
Oh, you were being sarcastic. Sorry, I haven't quite finished analyzing your personality. I couldn't tell. Relax, I won't share your information with any third parties. This is strictly so I can find your dream job. Am I authorized? Another wonderful Juniper recommendation here. Just like the 17 self-help books on my shelf. Still, 18th time's the charm, right? Yeah, go ahead.
Please enjoy this recorded music.
Bum, bum, bum. I wonder if I just let it stay here, if it would just keep playing the music. Probably. Okay, so long. So, do I just stand here, or... There we go. I've identified your dream job and arranged an interview 30 minutes from now. Please put on some nice clothes, nicer than those. Please, I don't think that's too much to ask. What? For your interview, silly, you want to look your best. But okay, how did you land my dream job in 20 seconds flat? Simple, I'm awesome like that. Now get a move on, tut, you need to catch the 8:20 a.m. bus, and that's 9 minutes away. Well, this is happening. But do I have a chance to get off this runaway train? Nobody says I have to obey my new digital fairy godmother. I could delete the app and go find a real job. That'd be the safest option. I could. Yeah, we gotta get dressed for Iris's job interview. A normal person, someone with high standards, would have deleted the app right there, rather than hop a bus to meet up with what were very likely men with sharp knives and a taste for kidneys. Isn't it past your bedtime? No, I don't go to bed this early, dude. But me, I was already getting dressed before she'd finished that sentence. It's not that I believe the silly app's claims at serving my hopes and dreams on a silver platter. Honestly, I expected another shoe salesman job, at best. But well... it'll be worth a laugh at the very least. I choose to trust in the science. What is my dream anyway? What the hell, let's do this. Like I said, go with the flow. So I'm playing as Leo. Yeah, what is my dream anyway? As much as I genuinely enjoyed being a lifeguard, I can't say I found a true direction in life yet. I'd assumed I never would, honestly. I've been in bed for an hour playing Stardew Valley. I thought about playing Stardew Valley, because I have it for PlayStation 4. We'll have to get together and see if we can cross-platform play. That would be a lot of fun. When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city Oh wait, no, wrong guy. Yeah, I guess I had hopes. I had dreams, maybe in even what Iris called a spirit. After things went south for my family, I learned to put all that aside, but assuming Iris wasn't out for my kidneys, what if it's not too late? So I thought, one last time, I'll have some optimism, some faith. I don't know, I'll have to look into it. No, it's multiplayer, it's got multiplayer. For sure. I'm actually on a Discord server, where one of the channels they have set up is for, people playing Stardew together. Because I'm pretty sure there's a co-op component. You have to look it up. So, some faith. And as I came to realize weeks later, turns out I was right to have faith in my spirit. Well, just like bury the lead, why don't ya? The bus drops me off. Oddly enough, not very far from Juniper's office building. Although my destination isn't nearly as upscale as that. So we've got loan office, boring clothing store, delightfully dull, a bunch of office spaces for rent, Pengy barber shop, Funplex, whole story. This is, well, it's a strip mall. Strip malls are relics of 19XDX. Places where a random assortment of weird little businesses jam as many of themselves into as tight of a space as possible. Does this remind anybody else of, like, 20XD6 from, the Strong Bad, or, HomestarRunner.com? Stinko Man in the year 20XD6! It's just, like, anime Strong Bad with, like, blue hair for some reason. For instance, I'm seeing a dentist, a used bookstore called The Whole Story, an arcade, a fast food joint, and a boarded up health spa, once called Lattes and Enemas. Ew. Which sounds, yeah, gross.
Listen.
What do you think? It sounds gross, Iris. I think that's two things no human being should ever combine. No, I mean about your future place of work. Desperately hoping we're not talking about the same thing. Which one of these businesses exactly am I working at? I don't know anything about oral hygiene or old books, and I'd rather not be a fry cook. The one in the middle, silly. What, behind the arcade? It is the arcade. Huh. Trust me on this. I referenced and cross-referenced your personality details, personal history, and social media connections. This is your dream job. My dream job? Really?
99.97%.
I should probably explain my confusion. Arcades are big business in the entertainment sector. Pro gamers are celebs, 5-star arcades are social hotspots. And it's always been popular with the mainstream. But well, restaurants are popular too, right? And for everybody who opens one hoping to be the next Iron Chef, TM. Iron Chef. It's like, I need to have a fucking, bell pepper or an onion, or whatever the guy, what's his name, Miyamoto? I don't remember. He was just like, he'd bite into I think it was a pepper, and he'd be like, "Hey, cuisine!" And like Japanese or whatever, and then like they just start doing it. A dozen more shut down in failure. Arcade competition is fierce. Paydays range from peanuts to gold, and sure, those who can make it can secure fame and fortune, but those who don't, well, no wonder Iris sees this as a dream job. Video games weren't always as popular, though. I read an interesting article about it once. Are they referencing, the E.T. video game? Back in the year 1980X, we narrowly avoided a serious industry crash, which would have left video games as a kid's toy fad like hula hoops. No mainstream acceptance. For instance, one of the factors could have been a terrible game based on a kid's movie about a cute alien visitor who wanted to phone home. Ah, man, they are referencing E.T. That's funny. Ow. On my elbow. If this game was complete poop butts, like poop from a butt, and massively overproduced, it ruined video games for who says poop butts? What? Fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. That game was delayed until it could be developed properly, and the crash was averted. The crisis only exists in theory now. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like for the people in the darkest timeline where everything went wrong. Are gamers considered nerds and outcasts? Are arcades Are arcades vanishing points of nostalgia? The mind boggles. But make no mistake. As popular as they are, the arcade industry is a dodgy, risky prospect for a job. Plenty make a run at it, only to come up short. Considering Iris was tasked with getting me a job I'd enjoy to keep for more than a few months, this left me a bit confused. Oh, back to color. Iris, this isn't me saying no, it's an interesting prospect, but... I mean, are you sure about this? You say you're 99% sure?
99.97%.
I mean, they already told us that, like, I'm glad I listened to my computer. Won't this be like my lifeguard job, though? Satisfying but short-lived? This arcade doesn't exactly look like a 5-star. It's no Deco's Palace, that's for sure. And to be perfectly honest, I haven't set foot inside an arcade in, Whoa! 15 years. Huh, I remember really enjoying arcades when I was a kid. I wonder why I stopped going to them. Iris interrupts that thought, eager to show off her
My
homework.
sources say yes.
Trust me, when I said I was 99.97% sure, I meant it. That's not some arbitrary number. I'm designed to be a bit silly and whimsical, but my math is deadly serious. My coders made me to be the warm, personable front of a database array that's currently laser targeted on getting you exactly what you need, right here, right now. And when this place inevitably collapses and I lose my dream job, what makes you think that's going to happen? Because it does. It always does. I don't think your database accounts for my family curse. We've always had to, I don't know, compromise, settle, because things rarely work out. You always have to be ready for the worst. It's why I take things in stride these days. Does that mean you shouldn't even try? I open my mouth to protest and then close it. As often as my life tends to crumble out from under me, it's not like she was wrong. I still had to try. And besides, what is my dream anyway? That's what I was asking myself when I left the house this morning. I don't know what I want from life. I've been coasting aimlessly for years. When things started running downhill for my family, and there's a lot of internal monologue here, I had to grow up fast, put aside the silliness like wanting to be an astronaut and take what I could get. Now, thanks to Iris, I've got a shot at taking something a little better than what I usually get. I owe it to myself to try and be happy and paid, not just paid. So, I opted to push on through those doors and see what waited for me on the other side. Alright, we're going to the arcade. I love that they have, like, what is that? That's the Galaga. Yeah, that's the Galaga theme, like, going on in the background. What does it say? Time? Oh, time shooter. I thought that said time shitters. I'm just trying to listen. Because I'm pretty sure I heard a Link yell. Maybe. I could be just imagining it. The air conditioning hits me like a cool breeze, albeit one of smelling of copper and corn chips. As it's early in the morning on a weekday, it's not too packed with gamers. Although it's so packed with games, I'd probably have a hard time finding anyone anyway. At once, I'm struck by something odd. I actually recognize most of these games. Neat! Considering I haven't walked into an arcade in over a decade, that's probably not great. Lots of vintage stuff here from the looks of it. Like, really old. Although I don't recognize that game with the stage lights and things. Maybe it's karaoke or dancing? A Japanese import? I think it's supposed to be like Dance Dance Revolution.
My sources say yes.
That would be Showtime Stage, a collaboration of Nihana Heavy Industry Concern and Hubris Records in Germany. It's won a lot of awards. Huh. I recognize most of these. Whoa, is that seriously a Mr. Moopy's Magic Maze? But the one in the middle with the split screens is new to me. So they've got a Snack Runner, Castle Crunch, Pengy. I'm trying Loopy. I can't read all. Master Golf. I think that one way straight up says Mario. Pario. Pear. I can't read it. I think it's supposed to be like Perio Party. I wish I could read all of those. Fist of Discomfort, a hybrid real-time strategy and brawler beat 'em up. It's actually not that new. It's been a staple of the esports scene for the last 8 years. 2 genres I was utterly lousy at last time I checked. And over here is an old lady. Sorry, ma'am. I was just talking to myself and had an overwhelming urge to complete my sentences. Thankfully, I don't think she even registered me calling her old. She looks up from her knitting, seated behind the ticket prize redemption desk, and offers a wrinkly smile. She's got Pac-Man earrings. That's cool. And she's got a cherry as the other earring. Ah, that's cute.
Well, hello there. Always nice to meet someone new in the Funplex.
The what?
Francine's Arcade Funplex. Didn't you see the sign out front, dear? Well, I chose to knock off the first 2 words when they got knocked off the building during the storm of 1980. Now it's just the Funplex, I suppose.
1980.
So,
Fuck.
How can I help you, dear?
Funplex, is that when you suplex a clown? A genie in my phone set up a job interview for me. Oh man, I picked the. Yeah, I'm a jokester. Is that when you suplex a. Yes, I've heard that one before, dear. Considering we've been open since 1970, I've heard them all. But it's still nice to see young people with a good sense of humor, and it's nice of you to try and cheer an old lady up. Yes, I heard you call me an old lady. Well, it is a factual statement, isn't it? No insult taken, dear.
Please call me Francine. As in, Francine's Arcade Funplex. Get it? Actually, thinking about it, I suppose we were originally Frederick's Arcade Funplex, named after my dear departed husband.
Oh, rest in peace.
Sadly, he died peacefully in bed some years ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, don't be. He died doing what he loved. Having intensely physical relations
Oh
with
my
me.
Oh my god, she fucked her husband to death. That's information I needed to know, yes. And you are? Leo Milo, ma'am. I came here looking for a job. I understand my interview was, prearranged. Yes, the computer did send me a mail about that. I'd almost forgotten. So shall we retire to the office to conduct your interview? I'd carry it on out here, but it is rather noisy, isn't it? Yeah, about that. How do you deal with the constant noise anyway? Excuse me, my eyes are just, like, excited to water like crazy. Oh, eventually you just sort of learn to filter out all the beeps and the boops. It can take weeks to become acclimated, I found, but in the end... Done. Oh, okay. I thought I, like, messed up my game. She quirks an eyebrow. Well, now, that's faster than the others. Not bad. Oh my god, right? I need to wipe my eye. Excuse me. Ugh. Ooh. Shall we see what you're made of? This way, please. Francine leads me down a back hallway past public restrooms and into a door marked employees only. It takes all my restraint not to point out the extraneous apostrophe. Welcome to our little backstage oasis. I'd suggest we do this in Gavin's office, but it's a bit too untidy. I don't blame the boy. He's been so overworked lately. Please, have a seat and we'll begin. Penguin there, baby. Oh my goodness, my eyes. Must have something in there. Please, have a seat and we'll begin. As quirky as this place and its owner may be, at least I'm confident that I can nail the interview portion of the proceedings. I've interviewed for 12 jobs and held down 3. I know all the standard questions. What are your greatest strengths? What do you see as your weaknesses? Once I even had to describe how to assemble a Lego set to prove my communication skills. Considering I ended up washing dishes, I'm not sure why, but the point is I'm confident, prepared, ready.
If you were a dinosaur, what dinosaur would you be?
Oh man. What?
If you were a dinosaur.
If you were a dinosaur.
Would you be?
Right, okay. Maybe this wouldn't be a typical job interview after all. No problem. Go with the flow. Let's do this. Well, a pterodactyl is like a bird. But remember, I'm playing as Leo, so Leo would probably want to be a bird, so he could, to catch other birds, and no, he has a, like, inferiority complex that he thinks, like, yeah, I am the king of the lizards. T-Rex is. Tyrannosaurus Rex, mightiest of the mighty, able to eat warriors in one bite, always the big bad in old-timey stop-motion monster movies. So you're self-conscious about your tiny little arms. How did she know? No? It's okay, dear. They're nothing to be ashamed of.
What's your favorite snack?
Snack? If this was a favorite food question, I'd have this down easy. It's tacos, always tacos, but snacks.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Say pizza bagels. When pizza's on a bagel, you can have... Hush you. Come now, dear. I don't have all day. After giving it a good thought, well, how could I forget my favorite snack? What kind of options are these? Tacos are also my favorite snack. I mean, I do love tacos. Tacos and only tacos. There is no other sustenance. I can see you're a person that knows exactly what they want and how to get it. You know what they say, you are what you eat. Next question. Nothing I prepared for has helped me plan for this odd interview. I brace myself for the next one.
What assets can you bring to the team during the inevitable zombie apocalypse?
Is this interview for real or is this a dream? As I look into Francine's deadpan expression, I know she's 130% experienced. 130% serious. I don't think these really matter. Yeah, I think I'd be eating day one. Well, no, I can make stuff. I'm essentially a MacGyver. I can make anything out of a string, a match, and a screwdriver. Especially if what you want is a screwdriver wrapped in burning string. Good, we'll need someone to build makeshift defenses and think quickly in case we get surrounded. An inventive brain is always a critical role in any survival. One more thing.
Why are you here?
Why are you here? The question is so simple and almost actually relevant to career planning that it takes me off guard. I told you I came about the job offer.
You're seeking a job, true? But that doesn't really answer my question, does it? No doubt you think my interview questions are a bit silly, but I like to think of the Funplex as more than a collection of tasks and people to perform those tasks. Most Folks my age opening arcades at that time saw it as just another way to make a quick buck. But, well, I saw it as something else. Something more than a way to make a large pile of quarters. And I expect you'll find the others working here see it as something more too. Everyone has a dream they're chasing, dearie. And for my friends, it lies within the funplex. Now, if all you want is a paycheck, I can provide that. But the last fellow in your position, that's all he wanted. And he didn't last long.
I unhinged my jaw and ate him whole.
So I ask you again, why are you here?
I just say I love the music in this game. It's got this, like, really... I know they're going for that vaporwave, like, cyberpunk type, like, vibe. Like, all the neon and everything. To be honest, I didn't have a better answer than a vague hope that maybe this time I wouldn't lose everything. But that's just enough motivation to face each day, no more than that. It wouldn't be enough to answer a question. I needed to actually think this through. Confused silence. Funplex, if I don't dare take risk, I'll be stuck. I feel like my life's been in a rut for over a decade now. I didn't mind, not really. I can go with the flow, but another decade of that? 2? No, I need to take a risk and try something totally new. Everybody's been pushing me to find a job that's more than a job, just like you're saying. Is this job my dream job? Or is this job my dream? I don't know, but I have to try. I have to take the gamble or I'll never get anywhere. Not to say I'm overly impulsive. I worked as a lifeguard recently. You have to be sharp and ready to act, but with a cool head. I can do that for your funplex, too. I don't want to do that for her funplex. That perks her attention. Oh my, a rather serious occupation, that. And an unusual step from such troubled waters to a land of make-believe. You enjoyed this role as a lifeguard, I take it? Yes, ma'am. My roommate says she often noticed me smiling after coming home from work. Which makes Francine smile in turn. I can't say I can offer a role with such high stakes, but you'd be surprised at the many ways one could save a life, even here. Very well, I'm satisfied. Let's get you to work. I breathe easier at that. Probably the weirdest job interview I've ever had, to be sure, and yet it felt appropriate, like it was about far more than just filling a slot on the payroll. Francine leads me back to the arcade to introduce me to my duties. Duties. It only occurs to me now that I forgot to ask exactly what duties this mystery job I'd accepted would really involve. Francine gestures to the seat she was occupying previously, a stool behind the prize desk.
Oh, how marvelous.
Welcome to your new position, Leo. Sitting here, you mean? Sitting here and helping players redeem tickets for valuable prizes. I glance at the wide array of pencil toppers, rubber spiders, and tiny plastic toy cars on display. Well, for prizes at any rate. It's such a relief. I'd really been stretching myself thin lately trying to fill in since the position was vacant. Vacated, even. If you don't mind me asking, ma'am, why did the last guy who sat here end up quitting? Something about being so bored out of his mind that he felt like jamming one of those 500 ticket plush dolls down someone's throat.
Oh, such a shame.
Poor dear, he just wasn't cut out for this line of work. Grandson or no, I've no patience for such nonsense. Ah, oh, damn. This lady fired her grandson. I'm sorry, the last person to work this desk was your grandson? Anyway, Gavin should be by soon. He'll handle paperwork and all that administrative nonsense. Now, if you don't mind, all this talking's tired me out of some. I'll be in the back office if you need me. Alright, there I am. Leo's here. I'm just chilling. Okay then. I adjusted my seating on the semi-comfortable stool, leaning against the desk. Beneath me, a wide array of cheap junk awaited my attention. Some of these just like look like little like blobs. I could have lost hope then and there that this job would be even slightly more engaging than being a diner dishwasher, but chose to look on the positive side. I'd been helping kids obtain toys that would become nostalgic memories for years to come. Right? Sure. Any minute now. There's a gigantic sloth or penguin down in the bottom. I crave the sweet embrace of death. I've been sitting here for 2 hours now and nobody's walked up to obtain a novelty Funplex shot glass, or a colored pencil set, or a light up yo-yo. What kind of arcades have shot glasses? Lunchtime's approaching, and so far the only people walking in and out of the arcade are a few stray adults who have no interest in cheap friendship bracelets. Thankfully, my first customer of the day arrives before I start wondering if one of those 500 ticket plushies could really fit down someone's throat. Okay, so this is Gavin. Gavin is obviously like a beefcake. I don't know. All the characters in this game are like all like hot in their own way. Or maybe not. Nope, just walking right up by me, his head buried in reading some sort of spreadsheet off his tablet. Was he here to play? Doesn't seem like the typical businessman on a break or unwashed and unemployed game aficionado. In fact, he's a snappy dresser, seems like a cool dude. Wow, he seems pretty stuck up. Damn, he's hot. That's kind of my kind of guy. Sure. I mean, yum, not to be crass about it, but he's one handsome boy, that's for certain. Crap, now he's looking my way. Was I staring? I gotta play this smooth. Yummy. I need a voice. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? That's not a voice. Hold on a minute. Who are you exactly? What are you doing behind that desk? No, I don't like that either. What are you doing behind that desk? I don't know. I don't have any voice. This is hard. Where's Francine? You're not. Why, I'm Francine, dear. The one does a plastic surgery.
I think not.
Out now. Kidding, I'm Leo. She hired me to work the desk. I'm her grandson's replacement. He doesn't look pleased with me jerking him around like that, but not his satisfaction anyway.
Good to hear.
It's about time. I was wondering how long she'd have to work the desk. She's got gusto for an octogenarian. I don't even know what that means. And loves working the floor, but sitting here all day handing out toys and dealing with problems wears her down. So she explained the job to you, gave you papers to sign? She said Gavin would handle that stuff. With a sigh, he rubs his forehead, feeling a headache coming on.
That would be me. I'm Gavin Cooper. I'm the business manager here at the Funplex. I make sure we manage to keep having a business, rather than a pile of rapidly collapsing fiscal mistakes.
Right, so as you no doubt guessed, you'll be exchanging tickets for prizes. But that's the least part of your job. There's more to it than that? You're the floor attendant. You tend to the floor. What, the carpets?
Seriously?
The floor, the arcade, the games, the patrons, you're the one running around putting out fires and sorting out problems. Technically, you're a second floor attendant. Ashley will be in later, but we need two. One to roam, one to operate the desk. I'd do it myself, but I'm typically busy in the back office making sure the whole thing doesn't fall to bankruptcy. That's why Francine loved filling in. She's a people person. She loves helping out in a pinch. As you've likely... I'm not a people person, as you've likely gathered. That's not to say you're alone out here. I'm in your corner at least. If things go south, you tap me for advice on what to do. You got a phone? No, I don't have a phone. Gavin quickly passed me his business card. He apparently had a stack of them at the ready in his pocket. Go figure. His phone number is listed at the bottom. You ever worked a high-pressure customer service job before? Shoe sales. Smelly socks? You have no idea. Right, well, you know how to keep your head when a customer doesn't, I hope. But anything goes sideways, you text me. I'm not around, you text Ashley or Naomi. In that order. Who and who? You'll meet them soon enough.
I think not.
Above all, do not bug Francine. She's practically retired. Let her enjoy that retirement in peace. Comprendo? It's not my first explosive ordnance test. I've worked retail and food service, and I've worked as a lifeguard at a pool. Managing stress in difficult situations, even life or death ones. If something I've got experience in, you can rely on me. Hell yeah, Gavin nods approvingly.
Indeed.
Good, I like to hear that. If you can handle yourself and exercise good judgment, you'll last a hell of a lot longer than the last guy who sat there.
If you stay clear and honest with me, do your work, do it well, we'll get along swimmingly. I have enough problems keeping this magical arc of hopes and wishes afloat. Please, don't add to my problems.
Magical arc of what now? Gavin sighs again, a stress relief gesture, but his expression softens somewhat afterwards.
I take it Francine told you her theory, that this is more than just a job, more than just an arcade.
That's my understanding.
I'm not into dressing up words. I like to speak plain. If I'm curt, then that's because optimization is a factor of my job. Everybody working here wants to work here. This is where they belong, for one reason or another. Me, I love chaos. I love wrangling chaos specifically. The arcade industry is high risk, high reward. I manage that risk so that they can also find happiness in their lives. Everybody in this business has a dream they're chasing. It's a fragile thing, prone to getting crushed by hard reality. My job is to see to it that never happens. That includes Francine, who deserves better in her twilight years than desperately propping up a semi-failing business. So, you find some value in this place beyond your salary, or you'll burn out. Trust me. Last guy to sit there burned out.
Yeah, her fucking grandson.
Now, can I trust you to mesh with our merry misfits?
I'm still trying to figure out my why. To be honest, I'm still working out why I'm here, what my dream is. But I'm not here to step on anyone else's dreams in the process. I'm here to do my best at supporting everyone. Good to hear. I'd say we share similar views then. It'll be a pleasure to work with someone who's actually enthusiastic and competent. And hopefully, this hive of weirdness will help you find your dreams along the way. Anyway, I need to go prepare your paperwork. Technically, you shouldn't be working until we've crossed the I's and dotted the T's, but since I'm already sitting here, you'd rather I stick around? That would be accurate. If you're willing to fudge things a bit and work today anyway, it'd help us out a lot. Now, if you don't mind, Naomi could likely use a hand in the workshop. A good opportunity to introduce yourself as well. Got it. Wait, someone else is here? I haven't seen anyone else. Yeah, that sounds like Naomi. Her workshop's through that door there, to the one next to the UFO catcher. The crane game, to use layman's terms. Got it. See you later, Yummy. Jesus.
Pardon?
What? See you later, Gavin. I said Gavin. That's what I said. Satisfied for now, Gavin heads in the back, presumably to the office to go crunch some numbers. If Francine's really taking a nap back there, hopefully he's going to crunch quietly. In hindsight, well, Gavin's still super hot, not gonna lie. Personality-wise, I'm not sure what to make of him. He was blunt like a baseball bat, sure, but he seems to get Francine's ideals. I think there could be some kindness buried under his matter-of-fact exterior. We'll see. Anyway, I should go meet my next coworker, this Naomi that he mentioned. Although I could swear Francine and I were the only ones here until now. A double door, also marked employees only, also with an apostrophe, leads from the arcade floor to what feels like an industrial area of some sort. turn the handle and step inside. Dun dun. In a little room tucked away between the back offices and the funplex front, I find what is very likely this Naomi, spoken only of myth and legend. A girl about my age, but certainly not my height, is tinkering away on what looks like an old tube-style monitor. Huh, I didn't realize they had so many circuits. She doesn't notice me when I come in, too busy soldering a capacitor in place. Hey, I do that for work. Well, they do that at my work. I don't do it, because that's not the part I do, but... The lingering smell of melting metals fills the air of the poorly ventilated workshop. Excuse me? For a lack of a better way to interrupt her. I was worried no matter what I did, she might, I don't know, burn her fingers or jump so high she hit the ceiling or something. Fortunately, the shock's not quite that intense. Hello. Oh, she's so cute too.
Hey, you know this room is for employees only.
She said with no apostrophe.
Are you lost? Do you need something?
I'm Leo Milo. I'm the new floor attendant starting today.
Oh, hi. I didn't realize Francine already found someone. I guess I forgot to check my text. Oh, whoops.
Whoopsie. She spares a glance at her phone on the nearby workbench where a huge stack of green notification messages lie in wait. One thought comes to mind on actually seeing her. That's so rude. Yeah, yeah, I don't know if I want to be like flirty with every single like character like right off the bat. I am but a weak-filled human being, one who grew up feeling mighty funny whenever I saw Velma from Scooby-Doo. Nerds need love too, you know? And not when I was moved from school to school a social outcast, I was drawn to fellow outcasts in turn. Still, beyond my weird libido, mostly I notice how much bigger she's smiling as she welds that little thing onto the bigger thing. She's just so happy and at peace, and I can appreciate that joy in one's nerdy passions.
Anyway, I'm Naomi Fairchild, the Funplex's techie. Hi! Pleased to meet you. I was expecting Gavin, though. He usually checks up on me about now.
He's busy doing strange things with numbers.
Ugh, yeah, that sounds like Gavin. I take it he sent you along to help? Great. Give me a hand with this monitor. It's really heavy, and I'm still paranoid about dropping it after what happened last time.
Really? What happened last time?
Oh, well, I dropped it.
Oh, should have expected that. Oh, right. She helps me lift the large cathode ray tube, slotting the heavy metal framework into place within the exposed guts of the nearby arcade cabinet. Once done, she starts hooking wires back up to other wires. There's a surprising number of green circuit boards in that largely hollow wooden shell. This is the first time I've seen inside one of these things. It's weird. Lots of empty space, a couple of large slabs of circuits, and that beefy monitor. I'll admit, I don't know much of anything about how arcade games tick. I figured it was packed full of circuits and things. Shut up, Java. Naomi keeps working using a pocket multimeter to check various connections as she speaks. They could be tacked in tighter like a bar top or a cocktail cab. I'd say uprights favor form over functionality.
Let me explain.
I mean, compare American and Japanese cabinets. Ours are designed for standing players so that they have to be upright, even if that means an empty base. Japanese candy cabs are shorter, so you play sitting down, but I prefer American style. Ours have more room for art. That's true. I want to make a custom cabinet someday, and like redo the outside with custom art, and like make it a ROM like emulator thing. But that's down the line when I have more room. She closes up the rear access panel, closing it with one of the many keys on the keyring at her side, and steps back to admire her handiwork. There's genuine joy in that smile, not just a job well done, but looking at the whole thing, it's like it's a fine sculpture.
So beautiful.
Ooh, I love the classic Midway style. Look at those sharp angles, the side art decals, the bold front on the marquee, the bezel artwork. The what on the what and the what artwork? With a sigh, Naomi points out key features to me. The strip across the top with the game title, that's the marquee. The artwork that wraps around the monitor, that's the bezel. I mean, you'll see it too, right? How beautiful and cohesive it is, all working in harmony to give this game its own unique feel, its own experience. As for me, well... yeah, it is beautiful in its own way. The way she stares lovingly at this, well, honestly, this box of wooden circuits and vacuum tubes and stuff, I think I understand. It was made to be one whole thing, the art, the style, and of course the game itself, all of it part of the same experience. Everything about this game is the game. If you run it in an emulator or on a game console instead, it's made lesser. Yeah, I guess I could see it. It's beautiful in its own way. Oh, good. Naomi lights up with joy like a pinball machine, all twinkly and shiny. Finally, so few people really understand the beauty of a classic arcade game. Having someone I can talk to about this stuff is going to be great. Especially with that jerk Gavin running the numbers. Gavin? What's wrong with Gavin?
I don't know.
Okay, well, don't get me wrong. I can get along with him generally, but his whole attitude just... ooh.
Ugh.
All he really cares about is money. He keeps the arcade running, yeah, but I just know if he had his way, he'd gut the whole place. If anybody's gonna ruin the Funplex, it's him. Mark my words, it's inevitable. That doesn't sound right. He seemed easy enough to get along with, and that's what's more. Gavin gave me that whole speech about protecting their dreams. This looks like a pretty sore point here, a long-standing argument that the new guy really shouldn't get involved with. And yet, I'm involved, aren't I? I have to work with both Naomi and Gavin. So I'm not sure I should prod at it, but I kind of want to know, too. I'm going to let her keep talking. Ugh, I just get so mad thinking about what evil money-minded schemes he's probably cooking up.
No.
No, not going to get worked up. Besides, it's not right of me to dump all this workplace gossip right on the head of the newbie. You seem like a good person, and you love arcade games like I do. Right, let's get back to work, shall we? Now for the less fun part. You seem a strong, strapping kind of guy. Well, a strong guy, at least. Well, you're a guy, that's enough. I'm semi-insulted then? Okay, let's get to it. Right, a little to the left. Now, my left, you're right, careful. Now forward, right, correct, I mean not to turn to the right. Keep it coming, and there, carefully, tip it into place. Victory! I gently ease the rolling dolly forward, the giant wooden box slotting into place alongside its neighbors. The two-wheel dolly makes it easier, but hardly easy. Ugh. Especially with Naomi fretting over her baby getting scratched or worse, falling over. But with the work done, she's all smiles again. Okay, glad to be done with that one. I swear, I've been working on that monitor for ages. Those tubes are finicky as heck, and I'm still not totally satisfied with the flyback, but... thanks for helping me out, Leo. I think you're gonna do just great here. Happy to... oh, right. Stomach growling. Food required except... I wasn't actually expecting to be working today. I forgot to pack a lunch.
When you have pizza on a bagel.
Oh my god, the pizza! If you got pizza on a bagel! Shh. Hey, so any good restaurants in walking distance? I think that bookstore next door sells donuts and stuff, but... oh, no, not really, unfortunately. I mean, there's cheapo Wub Sub sandwich place, but even if that stuff is super tasty, you don't want to go there. You need to eat healthy. Hey, I know. Wait right here. And she's off, scurrying back to her hidey hole. And she's back, scurrying from her hidey hole. Lunchtime! Here you go! She pressed a box of lunch into my hands. It's a bento box. I learned how to make them from my mom, who learned from her mom back when they lived in Japan. Rice and pickles and all sorts of good, healthy things. Wait, you're giving me your lunch? Sure, why not? And yet when I first walked in as a stranger, she looked super uncomfortable with me. That escalated quickly. What do you have for lunch then? Oh, I can just get some nachos from the vending machine or go hit the whole store next door. I've got a book delivery to pick up anyway. But you said eating healthy was important.
See ya.
See you after lunch. I can't help but think she was just looking for an excuse to go get some junk food instead. Naomi definitely reminds me of some of the friends I had made back in school. A little weird, a little obsessive about things, but charmingly so. We seem to think alike in a lot of ways. I think we'll get along just fine. But am I silly to hold out hope for, I don't know, more? First day on the job, Leo, get your head on straight. And yes, she did give me your lunch. Me, a total stranger. Gotta be something there, right? So, a bento box. I've only seen these in anime. It's cute and hopefully has plenty of calories, too. Armed with a box of health food, I retired to the employee lounge to get my munch on. The room where I had my bizarre job interview will suffice for food times. It's not much, a few folding chairs and a kitchenette, but it'll do. Utterly famished by this point, I have a seat and unpack my loaned lunch. Oh God! I forgot that there was a bird. A gigantic bird. Christ. I think that's a good point. I'm gonna wrap up here, chat, because it is late here for me on the East Coast. For anybody that is not East Coast, but make sure you can follow me on Twitter at Alan the Adult. You can also follow the channel on Twitter at BratCat Media. We got a poll up right now on there for what game I'm going to play for Saturday morning Rare Tunes. Which I've started playing old school games on retro consoles Saturday morning. About breakfast time at 8 o'clock until about, I don't know, 9:30, 9:45, sometime before 10, because that's when I do it. But head over there. We've got our poll there, and we post the videos that we put on the YouTube channel up there, which includes stuff like this, some of our streaming stuff, but also our Tales from the Tidewater show, which is our Dungeons and Dragons show, which streams on this channel as well every other Sunday. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys, and I will see you next time. Peace out.